I'm one of the world's top snipers, and this time my target is a country's president. If I pull this off, I'll get paid $10 million. The problem is, this president rarely makes public appearances, so I plan to use his son Fest to lure him out. I killed one of the janitors at Fest's company and took his place. I perfectly mimicked his voice and daily routines. With everything in place, I walked through the company entrance. The security guards didn't suspect a thing. I breezed through the facial recognition system. When I reached the target floor, the doorman spoke to me, but I fooled him with my janitor impression. Right then, I spotted Fest talking with his secretary. I slipped into a room and closed the blinds. Crouching down, I began assembling my weapon when suddenly a woman walked in. I killed her without hesitation. Realizing my cover was blown, I quickly took out the guard outside. Fest saw me and immediately ran. He bolted down the stairs, but I didn't chase him. Instead, I waited for the right moment to wound him. My goal wasn't to kill him, it was to use him as bait to draw out the president. I made my way to the roof, tossed smoke grenades below, secured my rope, and rappelled down the building. I made it back to my hotel smoothly, removed all my disguises, and prepared for tomorrow's plan. With Fest hospitalized, the president would have to visit him to maintain his public image. I was staying right across from the hospital. This would be my only shot. The next morning, I began assembling my sniper rifle. I was 3,000 meters from the hospital. The bullet would take about 10 seconds to reach its target, so I'd need to predict the president's exact position. I started calibrating my scope. I fired a test shot at a building next to the hospital. The bullet went wide. After a second adjustment, the bullet hit the mark perfectly. Everything was ready. Then the president arrived at the hospital entrance. Mission accomplished. I quickly cleaned up any traces and left the hotel. After waiting 20-4 hours, I still hadn't received the final payment from my client. I started messaging them, but instead of paying me, they insulted me. I was furious. This wasn't just about the money, it was about my reputation. If word got out that clients could stiff me, everyone would try. Fortunately, the client had sent me a deposit before the job. I started investigating the bank account. The bank said it belonged to an account in Munich, the same city where I'd assassinated the president. I realized the client must have some connection to the president. I went straight to the bank to inquire about the account, but due to client confidentiality, they could only tell me it belonged to a company. Back home, I started researching this company online. Finally, I spotted Fest in one of their photos. It hit me. The client was probably Fest himself. I'd shot Fest in the leg to lure out the president, and out of anger, Fest refused to pay me the balance. It all made sense now. I killed Fest's driver and took his place. On the road, I seized the opportunity to lose the bodyguard's car and drove into a remote alley. This alley was in a surveillance blind spot where the bodyguards wouldn't find me immediately, a location I'd scouted beforehand.
You know who I am. I'm sorry. I hired you to shoot my father and then you shot me. So I was mad. Fuck.